drama, intrigue, escapes, adventure. Sounds like a TV show. To Brenda Hyslip, it sounds like real life. She's the author of Help Came from a Stranger, and this is a true story from World War II. And we're going to talk to Brenda about this and tell us about her book. First of all, thanks for being on the show. I appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Help Came from a Stranger, and on the cover of the book, and you'll have to order the book and find out, but on the cover there's pictures of German troops and people coming through a tunnel. What does that represent? That
represents a mother and a daughter. This is Poland. Emma's father is taken away by the Gestapo, and there is one more train what will leave Poland. And so the Red Cross, the lady at the Red Cross, tells Sophie to get out, get on the last train. That'd be her only chance. So having no choice, she leaves her home, she leaves her maid, she leaves everything behind. With a small suitcase, she takes Emma, she gets on the train. Where to, she has no idea. In one of the train stations, there is paper check. Sophie is Austrian. Emma was born in Katowice, Poland. The soldiers try to take Emma from her mother. She screams, she holds on to the child. Due to the commotion, another soldier comes up trying to find out what is going on, what's stopping this, looks at the papers and says, give the child back to the mother, she is a half-breed. Later, they find out this is what saved Emma's life. This particular train was going straight to Auschwitz.
Wow. 6-year-old little girl.
6-year-old little girl.
Now, what happened? What happened to the mother?
The mother had Austrian papers. The Gestapo did not attack Austrian or German, just Polish and Jewish people. In my paper, since I was born, my father was, don't put mine in there, Emma's father was Polish, so Emma's papers, being born in Poland, said Polish. They end up on the east side of Germany, a long journey.
And this is about what year? This is 1945, 46?
This is 1945.
Okay.
They live on a farm in on the east side of Germany with very little to eat, very cold winters, nothing. When they find out that they have to flee again because the papers have arrived that Sophie is deported to Siberia. And so they have about 24 hours to get out. So the next night they get out and they make a journey. They make it in with guides to Berlin. They were stuck in a Berlin camp for 8 weeks when scarlet fever breaks out. Everybody who goes to the hospital doesn't come back. When you go to the hospital, you die. So the room they were in with all these other people, it's a camp. They just don't survive. Sophie gets the papers that she can fly out in 24 hours when Emma comes down with scarlet fever. So therefore she can't get on the plane. So a doctor downstairs in the dispensary gives Sophie a letter, feels sorry for her, gives Sophie a letter, gives Emma very strong medication, several shots to get her on the plane. They do make it on the plane. Emma's face is flushed. The guard questions them, but she says it's the excitement. It's just the excitement. So it's a large cargo plane where they're all crammed in to go to the west, to go into where they're going.
So they were able to escape then?
Again, for the second time.
Now, what about the father?
They never, in the book, there is a dream. Sophie sees his face. She prays. She sees his face in her dream. it's in the water and it just slowly disappears. He reaches for her, and Sophie knows that is the night that her husband died.
Wow.
Sophie knows. They get to where they're going because the grandmother lives already on the west side. Only when they arrive, they get pulled aside. The grandma's in the hospital. 2 days later, she dies. So there again, they have no money, they have no food, they have no place to live.
Now, this story sounds like a fiction story, and we've been talking about Sophie and Emma, the 6-year-old, and how all these escapes happen. But if you pick this book up, Help Came from a Stranger, Emma is our friend Brenda. What a life story.
There is another book coming on this. This is not the end of this. Actually, two more.
You have another book that you've written called Weekend. Hold on just a second. She's so excitable. Listen to this lady. She's ready to go. That's all right. The excitement and enthusiasm is important. And we know that you're excited too, because it is a fascinating story. But we're not cutting anything out. We're going to keep it all. We're going to tell all America the whole story. Here's a book called Weekend Retreat by Brenda Hyslip. And tell me about this one. Now, this is another fiction book, but is it also based on...
No, this is fiction.
Okay, straight fiction.
And this is about... Nobody ever listens to anybody. People don't listen to their children. People don't listen to other people. When you talk to someone, I look at them, I listen, I store it. I remember the next day what someone tells me. But most of the time, people don't know. They don't pay any attention. This is about a very affluent family. They have 3 children. They travel, they party. There is this wonderful place called Weekend Retreat where they take their children. They pay enormous amounts of money, and they think that their children have the best of everything. The first trip these 3 children take, they come home, they get picked up, they don't remember. The dad asks, "What did you do?" They don't remember.
Oh.
The mother says, "Don't worry about it. They must have had a good time. They look well rested." The children don't remember. So this goes on for 2 years when the parents take a 3 months vacation.
But let's stop it there, because we don't want to give the story away.
I won't.
We want you to read the book, right?
Yeah, but you have to, yeah.
There's a surprise ending, too, I've been told.
Oh, yeah, but first, the parents go on a 3 months vacation where they get killed.
Whoa.
The children now are stuck in that place because they had temporary custody. So for 10 years they're stuck. What happened to the brothers? What happened in there? There is more going on in this retreat. There is organs missing.
Ooh.
There is so after they get out, the girl becomes a nurse. She barely gets out with her life, but they locates one of her brother, and they go back into retreat undercover. One is a nurse and one is just a transporter, to find out what actually is going on in there.
But we're going to make you buy the book to find out, because Brenda will tell you the whole story. I know she will, but we're not going to let her do that. Now, we do want them to pick up the book. It's called Weekend Retreat by Brenda Hyslip, and I know it's also on Tate Publishing. It's a great book. It's a short read. What age group would you recommend the book for?
That one is adolescents and adults. Very important.
So 13, 14-year-olds would enjoy it?
Absolutely, because, and what God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth for one reason. Listen twice as much as you speak.
I like that.
Parents, listen.
Help Came from a Stranger, Weekend Retreat. You can get both of them. Do we have a website?
They're working on one. This one is Thorns, but I am on Arthur's Den.
Okay.
And if you put my name in it, it comes up where you can purchase them and everything. This is not officially actually released yet. July 6th.
Okay.
So I just have them because of...
So summer of 2010 is this one, so you may be seeing this in the fall, so the book is already ready for you, so we hope you'll get it.
It can be ordered online, though.
It can be ordered online
Yes, it
from,
can.
what is your website?
Tate.
Oh, from TatePublishing.com, so you'll be able to get it there.
And you can get this one, Dawn's, on Author's Den.
Okay. All right, we'll put that on the screen so you'll be able to do that. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to be with us.
Thank you.
We could talk forever.
Yeah, we could.
And the story will go on and on. But
the story will go on for 30 more years.
30 more years. And that includes Bentonville, Arkansas. The story will go on. I got a new buddy here. I like this lady. She's fun. Look, we're going to be right back in just a few minutes. We thank Brenda Hyslip for being with us. We're going to come back after a quick word from our sponsors, and there'll be more good stories about something here or the other. What do I always say? Where the stories are all about you, of course.
Oh, I'm writing on a novel now, and it's a mystery. And
we'll be right back.
I don't know the ending yet. I have to finish writing it to find out who